Hi, I'm Laura from Translate to Travel, and I am a sworn translator specialized in translating your documents to travel and relocate. I'm going to tell you about what kind of legalizations you need to have before giving me your documents to be translated. If you have a document, an official document, like a birth certificate or a marriage certificate or a diploma, for example, or your ID or passport, and you need to submit it to the authorities of a different country, for example, to apply for a scholarship, to apply for a residence permit, you will have to have it legalized by the authorities of your country. Why is that? Because for a country to recognize that a certain document is not just a paper, but a legal document, that country that issued the document has to legalize it, to say, yes, this is an official document by means of a seal or a legalization or an apostille. But what is an apostille exactly? Well, the apostille is a convention. That means that several countries signed this agreement by which they agreed that if one of the signatories put an apostille, a legalization called an apostille, on a document issued by that country, then the rest of the signatories would recognize automatically that document as valid without any further legalization. Now, pay attention and jot down this web address. This is the website of the convention. There you can find the whole list of all the countries that are signatories to the convention. So if your country, if the country that issued the document you have is in that list, then you have to get an apostille from that country. As Argentina is also a signatory, if you have a document issued in Argentina, you should go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Worship to get an apostille. If you don't live in the city of Buenos Aires and you are in an Argentine province, then you might find it more handy to go to the Association of Notaries Public of that province. They are also authorized to issue an apostille. Now, what happens if your document was issued in Argentina, but you're going to submit it to a country which is not a signatory of the Hague Convention, of the Apostille Convention? For example, Canada. Canada does not appear in the list of the convention, of the website I showed you. Then you will have to ask at the Argentine Ministry of Foreign Affairs what kind of legalization you need for that particular country. In the case of Canada, it is called habilitado. Now I'm going to show you where the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is. You can see there Avenida Santa Fe Avenue. You can get there by underground, General San Martin station of line C, and also by bus. There's a lot of buses that get you there. Very close, there's also the Retiro train station. Behind the sprinklers, you will see that there's Palacio San Martin. This beautiful building is where ceremonies and events, conferences are held. But now, as we walk along Arenales Street, we will see the new building of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which we call Cancillería. So, here we are at the corner of Arenales and Esmeralda Streets. This is the main entrance of Cancillería, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Argentina. If we walk a little more along Esmeralda Street, we will see the queue of the people that come with their documents to be apostilled or legalized. The novelty is now that you have to get an appointment at the Argentine Ministry of Foreign Affairs to have your document apostilled or legalized. That you have to get online. To get an appointment, you have to go to this URL, and I will explain you now how to do it.
So now you're in the website. You will have to choose the kind of document you want to legalize. They accept up to 5 documents per appointment and per day, and they will give it back to you the next day. So, for example, you can choose here if you want a birth, marriage, or death certificate, police clearance certificate, university documents, or secondary school, or judicial documentation, notarial documents, medical certificates, consular certificates, etc. So you have to choose. Say you had a daughter in Argentina and you want to register her in South Africa, so you will have to present the birth certificate issued in Argentina before the South African authorities, South African embassy. So you go there because it's a birth certificate. There you go down and you choose the country. Let's go to South Africa. So you go to South Africa. Okay. And you say if you have a quill number, your tax identification number, you say yes and see results. So in the next page, they will give you the requirements and the fees in your case. So remember, the document must be original and the person must be of age. The person that takes the document to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs have to be over 18. As a foreign citizen, you will have to present either your Argentine DNA for foreigners or your passport. So in your case, you asked about a birth certificate. So they say if the birth certificate was issued in a province, then you will have to legalize it in the Ministry of the Interior first. In some cases, for example, for educational documents, you will have to legalize them first before the Ministry of Education. So here in this box, they will tell you what kind of previous legalization you need before taking it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So let's go down. And down here in aranceles, they will tell you the fee you have to pay. In this case, the document that you asked for with the destination country as South Africa, you have to pay 300 pesos. Now, if you need it urgently because you travel in 2 or 3 days, you have to show your air ticket. Otherwise, they won't take it, they won't make an exception. And in that case, if you need it urgently, you will have to pay additional 400 pesos, so a 700 pesos fee, which is quite a lot. So if you have the time, because remember, it's a procedure that many people ask for, it has high demand, there's not many appointments, so you have to do this on time. So we go there, obtain an appointment, get an appointment. So go to the next page, and it says here you have to choose. You're in federal capitals, that's the city of Buenos Aires, in the neighborhood called Retiro, that is where the Cancillería Argentina, that is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Argentina, is, and we go to see the dates. So here it says that the first date, available date, is the 3rd of June. 3rd of June. Today is the 25th of May. So you see that you have to wait several weeks before you can take your document there. Now see the times, and there is only one appointment, 11:30. So okay, we pick that. Continue. And then you have 5 minutes to complete your information. That's your tax identification number, name, surname, email, and telephone number.
After you've given all the information, then your appointment will be confirmed. A confirmation email will be sent to your mailbox. You have to print that and bring it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs the day of your appointment. Your bag will be scanned. You will have to prove your identity by means of your passport or Argentine DNI, and then you will be told to go downstairs to this office you see in the photo. Watch the monitors because your number will appear there after you've paid the fee, and they will tell you which counter you have to approach to hand in your document. Then they will tell you when to come back to pick it up. You will have to see the monitors again because your number will appear there. Also, as of the 15th of April 2019, the Digital Apostille or legalization was introduced. So now the document will not actually be signed by hand by the officer of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but digitally signed. That changes nothing for you. And the apostille now, it's in Spanish, English and French. It doesn't have to be translated, just mentioned in the translation. Well, I hope this video has been of help to you. And remember that if you're going back home and you need your Argentine documents to be translated into English, or if you're coming to Argentina to reside or to study or to work, I can help you with the translations. Have a nice stay in Argentina or a good trip back home.